Hello everybody, all you tubers coming back. Today I figured I'd do a review on this garage door opener that we got, and I've never heard of it. It's called Synoris garage door opener. It's made by Summer. Garage doors opener is made in Germany, so we happened to pick this up and decided to use it for this garage door. This garage door is heavy. This is rated up to 550 pounds, 3/4 horse. So we needed we can't just have the average door opener. We needed a heavy duty one. So the thing comes in two boxes. Box I just showed you, and it comes in this box. This is the rail box, okay? So I take the rail out, and the rail comes in two parts. Okay, so we have, let me take this motor back off. This opener functions in a way different function than what I'm used to. Usually you have a spindle. There's your spindle right there, sprocket spindle. And that is on the inside of this motor chassis. Well, this one has, this is the commander unit. So this sends all the commands. And it sends it to this motor, which has these sensors on it, which run along the rail. So the unit comes in two sections that are like 5 feet long, okay? And the inside chain drive is folded up inside here when I hit it. There's two guides for that rail, okay? They look something like this. So you're going to want to spin this screw loose. There's one down here. You can still see me. Spin that loose and take out your rail, or take out your chain guide. Take this connector piece, stick it onto the one side. Take your drive chain, okay, pull it out, and put your other rail piece onto the connector. Slide that in. Now it says it's important not to take this black piece off of here, off this chain. You're going to want to keep that intact, okay? Now, you have your motor piece. Okay, this motor section runs up and down, and your door bracket goes right onto the motor piece like so. So it's going to be running like this, or excuse me, like this. Okay? So this end hooks to the door, and this is going to be on your rail. Now you take your chain guide and stick it out. Make sure that this is the back piece, the part that goes toward the commander center. Okay. The other one looks just like this. It's on the other end. But this one has a connector on it for the commands, and that's what's going to slide into your command unit. Okay, so it's important that that be on the back end, away from the door. This piece with no connector unit on it goes toward your door. So what you do is take your motor unit, make sure that your door connector is facing the end of the rail. See if I can get this to you. Okay, so you're gonna slide your chain through that channel right there. Okay. And that's going to run into your sprocket. Now, to release your sprocket, you're going to have to pull the safety chain or the safety rope. Okay, so it releases the sprocket so it rolls freely. You're going to line this up and push it down the rail. I don't know why it's being so difficult. You're going to push this down your rail. Make sure this chain is connected onto your there we go. Okay, you got to make sure this chain goes through like so. Okay, this isn't released. Okay, it's released now, so make sure that rolls. Okay, it rolls right through. And then you're going to stick that onto your rail piece. Okay. Make sure this slides through this chain guard right here. Slide this about 12 inches back. Okay, you're sliding this about 12 inches back, and then you got your chain drive going freely through there. You're going to connect the chain drive through the guide. There's a guide down here. Okay? You're going to pull out your end piece with the connector, commander connector on it, and you're going to turn it 90 degrees and stick the end of the chain in it and turn it around and stick it into the end. Then on this side, I'm going to pull it tight. Excuse me. Then there's a screw in here, an adjustable nut. You got to get yourself a ratchet or get your driver with, I think it's a 7/16 on this end. And this has to come out. So, I have my 3/8. 3/8, I put it on my adapter for my driver. So you're going to take out the guide on this side, what the chain attaches to. Okay, Now you're going to stick this guide onto the end of your chain, which is right in here. You're going to turn it 90 degrees, hook it in there, and then you're going to come back and put your end back on that holds the chain in place. Okay, and make sure that you turn this so that it's in the same, it's on the left side of the rail here. Okay. Then you're going to reattach the little bracket here, chain bracket, onto the end. And I wouldn't do it real tight, but do it pretty tight so it holds the chain in place. Okay, so now you got your motor on here and you got your ends connected, and that's going to hold your rail, two rails together on the connector piece. Now what comes next is your bracket. Here's the bracket that holds this rail in place. Okay, and this thing is going to go, it's going to go 6 inches from the back of the rail. So the back of the rail is all the way on the other end. So it's going to go 6 inches off of here. So I would suggest, if you can, you attach, this is the bracket that holds the front by the door. You stick this over top of the door. Now I'm going to have to stick it over top of the springs. And remember, it's got to go over top of the rails where you have the rails for the door where it's going to come up. It's got to go a couple inches above that. So you're going to install this, and then you take your end here, and you're going to stick this upside down. This is going to be turned around, and you're going to stick the pin through here, and that's going to hold it up in place.